Here are our research questions. How often do HS students of CCS buy milk tea online? What sugar level do HS students of CCS prefer? What milk tea flavor do HS students of CCS prefer? What add-ons do HS students of CCS prefer? What cup size do HS students of CCS prefer? What price range do HS students of CCS prefer? What milk tea shop in CDO do HS students of CCS physically buy from? And what milk tea shop in CDO do HS students of CCS buy milk tea online?
In gathering the data, the researchers will first need to create the questionnaire that will be used in collecting the data. After that, they will randomly choose 10 students per section per grade level. Before letting the participants answer the survey, the researchers will have to ask if they are willing to participate. And if they are not, the researchers will then look for another student who is willing to participate in this study. During the data analysis, the quantitative data reflected by the survey will then be categorized through percentage, which shows how the number of options was selected. The largest percentage among the designated choices will then be used for the concluding factors. After the analysis, the researchers will then provide the conclusion and the recommendation to the beneficiaries.
The researchers are going to utilize an online survey questionnaire using the platform of Google Form as an instrument to gather their data. Since the research is school-based, the researchers need to collect data from each grade level starting from grade 7 to 12.
48% out of 255 students prefer not buying milk tea online. In addition, 24% selected once every few weeks, and 13% chose only once a week. Moreover, 11%, 3%, and 1% of the students prefer several times a week, once a day, and multiple times a day consecutively. 53% out of 255 students prefer 50% of the normal sugar level. In addition, 29% selected 75% of the normal sugar level, and 28% chose normal sugar level. Moreover, 8% and 2% of the students prefer 25% of the normal sugar level and no sugar level or 0% of the normal sugar level consecutively. Out of 255 respondents, 57% chose Oreo, followed by winter melon, which is 53%. Moreover, 23% and 30% were chocolates and cheesecake consecutively. Out of 255 respondents, 75% of them chose pearls, followed by Oreo, that is 53%. Moreover, 26% and 23% were ice cream and nata de coco. The add-ons with 0% number is Splenda.
According to the graph shown above, 47% out of 255 of the respondents prefer medium-sized cups for milk tea. Meanwhile, 42% and 11% of them prefer large and small, respectively. Based on the graph given, 51% out of 255 of the respondents prefer to buy milk tea on the price range of 100 to 150 pesos. Meanwhile, 36% of them prefer the price range of 50 to 100 pesos. And 13% of them prefer 150 pesos and above as a budget. According to the graph shown above, 84% out of 255 of the respondents prefer to physically buy at Chinky Tea. Meanwhile, 42% of them prefer to buy at Macau Imperial Tea. In addition, 33% of them prefer to buy at Sweet Leaf. The milk tea shops who have 0% numbers are King K and Temptation. Based on the graph given, 33% out of 255 of the respondents prefer to order online at Chinky Tea. Meanwhile, 20% of them prefer Macau Imperial Tea. Also, 14% of them prefer Sweet Leaf. The milk tea shops who have 0% numbers are AIM, Bubble Tea Shop, and King K.
39% out of 131 female students favored not buying milk tea online alongside with the majority of the male students, which garnered 57%. Therefore, overall, approximately half of the Corpus Christi school students do not purchase milk tea online. According to the data gathered, it consists of 56% of female respondents. Meanwhile, the male respondents prefer the normal sugar level. But they also garnered a total of 29% of 50% sugar level preference as their second majorly voted sugar level. Therefore, the majority of the female respondents of Corpus Christi high school students prefer 50% of their milk tea to normal sugar levels. The graph tells the students' flavor selection with their distinct quantities. Among the females, the majority of them prefer winter melon and the males for Oreo. Therefore, the majority of the male students of Corpus Christi high school students have Oreo as their favorite taste. The graph reflects the students' add-on selection with their listing quantities. 79% of the females prefer pearls, and 69% for the males. Therefore, most preferred add-ons for the Corpus Christi High School students are pearls and Oreo.
According to the graph, medium-sized cups are preferred by 47% of the 255 respondents for milk tea. Meanwhile, big and small are preferred by 42% and 11% of them respectively. As a result, the vast majority of Corpus Christi High School students choose a medium-sized cup for their milk tea. In accordance with the gathered data, 51% out of the 255 of the respondents prefer to buy at a price range of 100 to 150 pesos, wherein indicated as to how the students prefer to buy at this price range as a budget for milk tea. 36% of them prefer the price range of 50 to 100 pesos, and 13% of them prefer 150 pesos and above consecutively. About 130 out of the 255 respondents majorly voted in the price range of 100 to 150, comprising an equal tabulation of 65 votes from the female and another 65 votes for the males. Thus indicates an equal splurge amount of both female and male in buying milk tea. According to the graph, 26% out of the 255 respondents prefer to buy their tea in public at Chinky Tea. Meanwhile, 13% of them choose to purchase their tea from Macao Imperial Tea. Furthermore, 10% of them prefer to shop at Sweet Leaf, King K, and Temptation, other milky shops with 0%. Therefore, the majority of Corpus Christi School respondents prefer to shop at Chinky Tea in person. 26% out of the 255 respondents prefer to order online at Chinky Tea. Meanwhile, 16% of them prefer Macao Imperial Tea. Also, 11% of them prefer Sweet Leaf. The milk tea shops who have 0% numbers are AIM Bubble Tea Shop and King K. Therefore, the majority of the respondents of Corpus Christi School prefer to order online at Chinky Tea.
I am Anton Haujen, and this is 4 recommendations. First on the list, we have milk tea businesses. On account of this research, relative businesses will have its chance to modify its mode of operation to a much more updated method. Thus, the consistency of change in customer preference would not be as threatening as it is due to the data this paper has. Having the enough admissible information could avoid businesses in producing updated products and focus more on the market trends. The outcome of this quantitative research will of course be used by businesses inclined with milk tea. Over and above that, this research also provides ranking of various milk tea features such as add-ons, flavors, sugar levels, and cup size from most to least. To bluntly state the relevant pieces of the conclusion, the students have selected their most preferred milk tea flavors such as Oreo, wintermelon, chocolate, and cheesecake consecutively. It was also noticed that students' preferred add-ons are pearls, Oreo, ice cream, and nata de coco consecutively. There is a near competition between sugar levels, but normal sugar level was chosen the most. Large size cups was the most preferred cup size next to medium. This paper was intended to measure the most preferred milk tea features of high school students, not to omit the others. Next, we have retail industry. Okay. Based on these researches, they will be able to determine if they are satisfied with the customer satisfaction, and they will also have an understanding of the products for sale based on the products and services that customers prefer. With the information provided, we can also find solution on how to use the method effectively. Next, we have for business students. They can use the information from the research to help make business decisions about establishing their own milk tea proceedings. The data collected is a source of influence to help them make accurate entrepreneurial decisions. And also same with high school students from Corpus Christi School. By using the information and this research to make milk tea purchases decisions, students can benefit from this research. It also be a guide for them to make well-filtered decisions. In this way, many students will receive the latest information about market trends and analysis. And lastly, we have other researchers and the academe. Various researchers used this descriptive research article to fill in the gaps, the knowledge gaps, which leads to a wider discussion of students' milk tea and preferences. There are pieces of studies this concept can already produce, such as the effect of packaging of students' preference over taste. We also have the effect of trends toward consumers' urge to purchase and not the actual personal preference. The difference between the use of various cookies and cream products to its flavors, and many more. So that's for recommendations. I hope this paper gave a lot of information and enough data for you, my dear pals. Thank you for listening and good day again.